Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode number 2 of my travel stories. But before I continue with my story about Scotland, I want to give you a small update because on the 15th of June, the borders of Germany and France, and I think also some other countries, will open again. So I can finally start. I have got some other news for you. I've got some good news and some bad news. I think I start with the bad news because I think I won't start on the 9th or 10th of June. That's because last week I did go mountain biking and I went around a bigger lake in our area, and I had an accident where I fell down. I think 3 or 4 meters downside next to the lake, and I damaged my bike really badly. I mean, it's the good thing is that it's my old bike, so there won't be problems with my bike about starting my journey because it's the other bike. But I also hurt both my feet quite a lot. And in one of my legs there is like a small hole in it, which is like half a centimeter deep or something like that. So yeah, I don't know when I'm able to cycle, especially with a heavyweight bicycle again. I mean, I think it will maybe postpone my start about 1 or maybe 2 weeks later, So yeah, I might still cycle to Canada, but I don't know it for sure now. But I want to tell you the good news as well, because also last week, like 2 days after my accident, in the afternoon, my friends and family surprised me with a party, which was really great from them, especially with my hurting feet. It was even nicer for me. It was like a party about my journey, and because I will leave soon. Yeah, so it's really nice. I also get 3 cakes, with 2 of them which had a bicycle on them. So thank you very much again for that. It was really nice and really good food. Yeah, so thank you everybody for coming again. Yeah, so that's it for the news. Now let's continue with the video. And I still want to take a flight to Canada and want to travel all of the Americas. But it very much depends on Canada's borders. Because they should open on the 1st of July, but it's not 100% sure. Like the other borders, like Germany and France, it's very sure that they will open, but it's not so sure about Canada. So yeah, I just hope right now. Also, when I get to Canada on the 1st of July, my time plan will be very tight because I won't have much time to make breaks. When I get through Canada, I will to cycle through all of Canada. It will take me about 3 months, and another 2 months through the US, where the first half will be also might be in cold weather. So I should get to the US in October, and yeah, I hope it will all be fine. However, If you haven't seen my first episode of this series, where I talk about how I started traveling, you should watch it right now, because also the story is connected, and there's one story which goes over the first and the second episode. So you can click here in the info button to watch episode number 1 right now. Yeah, okay. It's really nice weather today, so I won't stay inside here. I will go outside to tell you the rest of the story. So I'll see you there after the intro. Oh my god. That'd be really good. Took some hours to get someone to take me to Newcastle, which is further south. It's just on the, I think it's at the border between Scotland and England. And from there, I don't know if the English people are less nice, but in Newcastle I got very unlucky. I mean, I got out at the roundabout, which was just next to the motorway. And there I tried to hitchhike, and there were lots of cars passing by, but no one was stopping. I think there was just only once there was someone stopping, and he just told me that it was not a good place to try to hitchhike, and then he drove away. So yeah, after I don't know 5 hours, I don't know anymore. I gave up, and I just walked all the way into the city and got to the train station again. And yeah, from there, when I was at the train station, I got to cash machine again, and I tried again to get some money, and no surprise, it didn't work because my card was locked and my bank account was locked as well. Yeah, so I called my mother at home and asked her to go to the bank and sort out why my bank account is locked and so on, but she wasn't able to unlock my bank account. And yeah, so yeah, I only had about, I think, £26 left or so. So yeah, I picked up my phone again and I called my host in Scotland again, and I asked them if I could get back to them and work for another week to sort out how to get back home. And they said yes, it's no problem. I can go back to them, but I need to get all the way back on my own. They cannot pick me up from Newcastle. So yeah, I just jumped in a train again and got about a few kilometers again out from the city to a place called Hexham, which is just also on the Tyne, also like Newcastle. And there I just went a little bit around, and I mean, there were not not very good places to camp, but though I just next to a bridge, next to the River Tyne, I found a place which was a little bit hidden between some trees, away from, just down from the road, and on the other side there was also a field, like, but a little bit further up, going a field of grass, and there further away were some houses, but I was hidden from them. So I just took the risk and camped there for the night. And yeah, it was quite okay, But on the next day, in the next morning, I woke up to some mooing, to some moose. And when I got out of my tent, I just saw that there were like 20 cows around my tent, sniffing around. And, yeah, and I panicked about a little bit because I thought there were some humans around as well. But I was lucky and there was no one except for the cows. So yeah, I packed my tent and got some breakfast, some very cheap breakfast at the supermarket. And then I thought to myself, I need to get back to the Isle of Skye. I really need to get there quickly because yeah, I had about 18 pounds left. So I tried hitchhiking and I tried to stay motivated, to be very motivated, I think. And I got very lucky because yeah, on the first hitch I already get to Carlisle, which is on the west coast. So just at yeah, like on the same north-south height as Newcastle, but completely on the other side of England. And yeah, that guy who took me there, I talked with him for a while, and after I told him my story, he even gave me £5, which was very nice because I managed to on the same day to get all the way up to Scotland, all the way up to Fort William. And when I was there, it started to rain. I mean, I had some time left. It was not too late in the afternoon, but it started to rain quite heavily. So I just got to the bus station, and when I saw there, I could get back with bus, and it was the bus from Fort William all the way back to Kyle of Loch, which was not exactly where my host lived, but it's just a few miles off before that. I could get there with a bus for exactly £23, and I had exactly £23 left. So I jumped on the bus, I got all the way through Scotland up to Kyle of Loch and called my host again, and they were kind enough to pick me up at Kyle of Loch. So I managed to get back, and I worked there for another week, and but I couldn't get any money. I couldn't get access to my bank account. So my host just paid the plane ticket for me. Lent me some money to pay the flight from Edinburgh to Vienna, to Austria. And yeah, also the brother of my host there and his wife, they went on the right day. They went to Edinburgh by car, so they took me with them, which was very nice. And even when we were in Edinburgh, the brother of him, I forgot his name, sorry, but he invited me to a restaurant because he owned a restaurant in Edinburgh himself, a restaurant for which had fish and also very good seafood, and he invited me to eat there, which was very kind of him. So thank you very much, even that it's already a few years ago, but thank you for that. So I ate there supper and I had very good things, and I tried out some special seafood. And yeah, somewhere in the middle of the night, I took a bus to the airport, and just about 4 o'clock, I think, 4 or 5 o'clock, was my flight going from Edinburgh to Vienna, and I got back. So everything got well in the end, and I paid money back to my host. And yeah, that's my story about Scotland. I hope you enjoyed watching my video. I have to say here, it might take a while until I make the next episode of my travel stories, because I will start making videos of my present traveling through Europe and America, of course. And it might be already online. You can watch another video of mine over here. And be sure to subscribe if you don't want to miss any new videos of mine. And that's it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching, and may the wind be always in your back.